There we go. Okay.
Eyes are burning.
Is this, yeah. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Alright. Now look at this. Look it! It's freaking bats. I love Halloween. I'll note that. That's probably one of the first vines I ever saw. It's one of the first vines I've ever saw. Starting the flux. I'm sorry. Well, we just got back, so I'm getting back in the swing of things. Oh my gosh. Yep, exactly. This is probably one of the best games I've ever played. Ever. This is probably better than every single game that I played. Every other game I played, I swear it's better. I'm sorry, forgive me. I'm trying to think of what to say, but I can't think of what to say. I just skipped a daily level. Oh, that was my teacher. That's why. Yeah, Mom, I live streamed during school because I tried to get them to let them know that the internet's still not working. But then it started working again, so yeah, I can stream now. I was live streaming in the last 7th period. And what?
It wasn't working?
Yeah, no, it was working. But my teacher came over and said, "What are you doing?" It was during class, but I just wanted to tell everyone that it was still not working. But I guess I was wrong because it's working, so yay. It started working at 4:15. The exact time school got out. Wow.
Well, it might have been earlier, but...
Really? What?
At 4:15, the regular phone rang, and I'm like, "Hey, my phone's ringing."
Probably earlier then? Okay. Oh wait, I actually have something cool. Derp, derpity derp derp. Derpity derp derp. Derp derp derp. Derpity derp 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 derp. Oh, so basically, I got, so you know the Mega Hack, right? Well, I just discovered something new with it, and I completely forgot that this thing existed, but it's amazing. Oh my gosh, no, yeah, okay. Here it is, check this out. So, icons, creator, I'm actually going to turn the global to 240, because that's the best one, right? And then, random icons. Now, I want you to see how amazing this is. There's all stuff on here pretty quickly. And then, now watch this. You got on it, and then, it looks like it's just random icons, right? Well, that's not how it works. What happens with this hack, I found out, is when you go to the ship, or ball, or UFO, wave, you know all those? Spider, too. It changes when you go through another portal. So each time you go through a portal, it will change to a different ship, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Exactly. Alright, check this out. Alright. See? Look at those ships. Alright, let me put on 240 hertz. Here we go. It says it's failed, but it actually is working. It just says that. Here we go, ready? Oh, freak. See, look how much better this is. So much smoother. I suck. Oh my gosh, that laugh, though. The bigger the hertz, the faster. No. The smoother. Not faster, smoother. I don't have a 4K thing. What? Look how smoother that is. Like, look at that. If we compare the other one, I'm gonna go back to 60 hertz and let me just compare this. Watch this. Look at my ship. Look, see how it's like it's bending down? See? It's like doing that. Now with 240 hertz, however, look at that. It's not actually bending as much anymore. Actually, it's so much straighter. Oh wait, is it even on? I don't think it's actually on. There we go. Applied it now. Now it's on. Look at that! See that? Oh, freak. Doesn't work for icon though, just best for ship. And G502 mouse is best for the wave because it allows you to jerk click with it. What sausage? There we go. Okay, sorry. Look at this! Look at that! Look how, like, it doesn't even... Here we go. There we go! What? I'm just kidding. No, I understand. I know. Ready? I like this level. It's actually pretty fun. Wait, let me go back and then go back in it. It's so much easier, actually. This is like... You can just tell that this game is awesome. I love doing that. It's actually really fun in Straight Fly. This is the remake to Horizon. Here we go. I suck. Yes. They actually made a remake of it. Robbie Rotten died so long ago. It was like the greatest thing about my life. Yes. Yeah, it is. Oh, I never realized that. Yeah, it's an easy demon. It's easy demon. It's the remake to Horizon. Remember Memoto. This is Extreme Demon right here. This is sub. Yeah, it's okay, of course. Wait, I forgot. Hey, it's my ship. Yay, my sick ship. Probably it'll be last. Probably. Probably can't pass 0% of this level, because this level has over, this level right here has over 300,000 objects. I know, right? It's really bad auto, by the way. Actually, auto sucks. That's why. Well, I said this one's long, but that's why. Glowy buck. But I turned off the default mini icon because that's not needed. The new mini icon is so much better. Darwin version 2, yep, that's exactly who Roblox is. That's exactly who Roblox is. Darwin version 2. This is the second most over-the-grade level. The number one most over-the-grade level is actually, the number one most over-the-grade level is Horn. It's actually Horn, but who cares about the name? But basically, the level has, over, 1 million objects. Because of that, I didn't get featured. Because this level got featured because of that, but the reason is, the reason that level, got over, 1 million objects, and didn't get featured was because of the, lag. Because of the lag. Even with Luigi mode, it was still super laggy. No mode player will even be able to beat that level, even with Luigi on. So, RobTop, didn't feature it. But that wasn't until someone asked him to feature it, and then they got featured. So, Corn is featured, Insane Demon 10 Stars. It's also, it's an AP team make collab. It's made by the AP team. Or Similar 12 knowledge. The guy making Sonic Infinity called Cyclone. No, I didn't say porn. I never say that. I didn't say that. Hi, Ethan! This is so loud. I can't even hear myself talk. I'll turn it down in a second. Look at this! It's so delicious. That's my second turn, man. Look how like the wave, the ball, the robot, all the stuff like change, but the icon and the trailer do not. This is a core level, by the way, Ethan. This is a core level. You know what core level is, right? Do you? I think you can see what it is. It's a level with super decoration, over decoration, and is 0.5 times speed the whole way through. And it's like, and instead of like, you know, like, let me show you. Like, this is basically what it is. It's not like your regular like demon level. This is metalcore. And it's a medium demon, but this is what it is. Look at this. So look, it's 0.5 all the way through. No speed changes at all. And what relies on is objects. So the difficulty is by objects, not by speed changes or gameplay. It's just the objects in front of you that would make it super difficult. It's hard to see anything. Yeah, no problem. Why not? And it's a lot of invisible objects too to make it even more difficult. Pull you off too. Look at that, look at these objects. This is 1.9 level, by the way, so it makes it even more amazing. I got myself stuck. Double death. I'll hit you and worse. Hey dude, welcome back, Derp. Sorry. Sorry, man. The reason it makes it so, like I said, level so difficult is because it's a medium demon, and the reason it is not because of the Tundra. Look at that! I got myself stuck again. Isn't that just beautiful, Ethan? Don't you love it when that happens? I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm pretty sure you don't care. I know. Dubcore. This is supposed to be a meme demon. Actually, it's supposed to be a hard demon, but for some reason, Robtop was drunk. Get ready to eat insane.
So, you're really loud?
Oh,
Turn it down.
I can't even hear you. What do you say? Is that a look? What's it at? Oh, that's why it's super loud.
Yeah, quieter.
Sorry. This level is supposed to be a hard demon, but it's insane because Robtop is drunk and you're ready to Tundra. Because you couldn't hear me at all because I forgot I'm muting my mic. Look at. Alright, let me I'm gonna turn off. I gotta to refresh it because it'll crash on me if I drop no clip in the middle of it. Guess what happened, Ethan? Wizard 101 is game. Guess what's happening to Wizard 101? It's on Steam now. It's on Steam, the App Store, Google Play, Xbox Live Marketplace, Digital Store, Nintendo eShop. It's on Xbox One. Want to play Wizard 101? I know. It's going to be. It's coming to mobile and Steam. What happened? Yes, Derp? Oh, wait, alright, he wants to know. He asked you a question. You need to answer.
Okay, then.
I'm weird. I'm sorry. I'm in a good mood. Obviously. I think my medicine's worn off because I feel really lightheaded. I think I was in a bus talking, so I'm pretty sure that's the reason. I was car sick or something. Yeah, I do need dinner though, you're right. I need some water too. I haven't drinking water in like hours. It's true, you're right. Ignore me. I'm a kid with a black profile page. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but the problem is you're actually not worthless. That's why I can't ignore anything you said. That's weird. That came out too wrong. Please don't take my wrong context. Practice music hack. I turn off no clip because no clip sucks, and I'm turning on regular. I don't know what is going on. Please don't kill me. I don't need to be killed, because if you kill me, then I'll probably explode in your face. Boom. Alright, don't actually. That's impossible. Because you will probably not like the taste of them. That's even worse because you can't even look at my toes. My toes are always covered in shoes, even when I sleep. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't. Alright, dude, guess what? Alright, so this is Dubcore. I want you to see how bad this level is. Sorry, not bad. How hard this level is. That's because it's already okay. Alright, ready? Alright, are you ready, dude? Alright, derp. Let's go! This level is like... I want you to see how difficult this level is, and why it shouldn't be insane. Just the first jump is difficult. Just the first jump's timings are super hard. Basically, this level is heavily timing and object related. Nothing to do with some speed changes at all. Look at that! I'm not... Ah, gosh. This level is actually like horrible gameplay. That's because it's supposed to be. The rest of the level is pretty easy till you get to this part right here. Wait a second. I know, right? What's funny is this level. This is probably one of the most. This is one of those times where Robtop was drunk when he rated things. He wasn't thinking logically. He was thinking about. He was high, basically. Gosh. B button now. What's even worse is look at this. They don't look. They look. This is only decoration, Ethan. Look at this. Does this look like decoration to you? Does it look like decoration to you? Well, it's not. You have to go up here, and then go down there. Now that, and then. This is just sad. Robtop didn't give it the rating it deserved. It got insane. Well, the other it's funny. Well, while other core levels were around yes, exactly. While other core levels are around like exactly. While other core levels are around like Easy Demon, Medium Demon, Hard Demon, this level is supposed to be Hard Demon, but it's insane instead. And Robtop has made changed it. There's no need. You made it that, and that's the way it's keeping it. I was gonna play it without it.
What was the first time I heard that today?
Really? Mm-hmm. What's the first time you heard it?
A half an hour ago.
That's amazing. I can't even begin to realize how painful it must have been when you heard that word. How painful it was to hear that.
Yeah, well, you just said it.
Exactly. That's why I said it. Sorry, that was horrible. I'm sorry, forgive me. Bionuclear anthrax. This level is so freaking good. This level, I think, is actually an insane level. This level deserves insane rating until you get to this part. Then it gets different. Then it gets easy demon. Alright, now let's jump there. That's even worse. The timings in this level, though, and all these levels are just horrible. This is why I don't make core levels, dude. Derp, if you ever been told to make core levels, don't. Never. Well, actually, do all your dreams make core levels. Despacito, oh my gosh, OWO, it got featured. Why? Of all the things you could have featured. Overkill, yes! Overkill! Let's go! Oh my gosh. Dance-Pacito. Dance-Pacito. His name is Dance-Pacito. He should probably change his name to that. That would be horrible. Yeah, I remember Overkill.
No, we have one viewer. What? No.
Are you guys going anywhere?
I did.
Are you guys going anywhere? Breakout Redux! Okay, why? Robtop, why haven't you featured Breakout Redux yet? Why haven't... It was made by Geotactics. Stalemate Redux is featured, so why isn't Breakout Redux? It's a sequel! PMCito. Breakout. By the way, this level, this song is really like, you know that sound you're up to pickles together? Well, that's this level. Here we go. I'll show you it. Let me get actually the auto. The auto's better than that. Oh my gosh, yes, by one long shot. Turn it off. Here you go to the fleet now. Enjoying your bleeding ears. I suck so much. I've died at all levels. Let's go with the torture again. Let's go. Hey, by the way, it's also extreme demon, obviously, so don't even attempt it. It's in the action. It's actually pretty easy. Please don't. Fight! Let's do a breakout easy. Because I suck at the game. I suck at not the game, I just, you know. Enjoy that sound of the two pickles rubbing together? You know that sound when you rub two pickles together? There we go, here's the meme. This is the meme, by the way. That tiny squeaky sound when you rub two pickles together.
That tiny squeaky sound you get when you rub two pickles together.
Enjoy that. I didn't mean that. Hope you enjoyed that.
That tiny squeaky sound you get when you rub two pickles together.
Did you get the ear rape warning? It's a big meme right now. Still a big meme for some reason. That tiny squeaky sound you get when you rub two pickles together. Tosh Deluxe. Break out. Here we go, here it is. My mouse turned off. Yay me. Here we go.
White boy Rick, what you want?
I'm just trying to do a little business.
You wanna move weight? You come to me.
We getting mad.
What the heck? Ready? I shouldn't advertise around.
That tiny squeaky sound you get when you rub two pickles together.
I know, right? That's exactly what I thought.
Oh my god, why? Ah.
No!
I'm never gonna
Pickle
get there
demon.
again. Shit.
Why do you keep leaving play now?
It's an extreme pickle demon, boy. Oh, stop. He uses serves icons, by the way, in this part right here. Those are serves icons.
Okay. Oh, mom.
Don't die again, Pete.
I'll be back.
Hey, mom.
And by the way, it's Breakout by Sir and Joshua. It's a collaboration.
Yes, from the C1997 YouTube channel. You Schubert.
Complete ver, weet je wel.
Go, go.
Whenever I see Serve, I always think of this blue customization right here. And not
Oh yes!
just a blue customization, honestly. Just a blue customization.
Yes!
I love this stuff.
That tiny squeaky sound you get when you rub two pickles together.
I know, right? That's because he's
Oh my god, why? Ah.
Did it shut down?
I'm never gonna get there again. Shit.
Why do people even play that level? It's so bad.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna show you my amazing piano skills. Here we go. Let me turn off the mic because these things.
On the 20th of February 1959, a search party was organised to help locate 9 missing hikers from the Kholat-Syakhl mountain in the Ural mountain range of Siberia, known quite fittingly to the locals as the Mountain of Death. This search would lead to the military being called in to assist before the bodies of all 9 hikers were eventually found in suspicious, unexplained circumstances. But in the spring that followed this tragic event, medical examinations and inquests would prove to generate more questions than answers, and before long, the Dyatlov Pass incident became one of the biggest unsolved mysteries of the Soviet era. Something was definitely out of place in this event, but with no theory, from an avalanche to an unknown creature to the military coming close to answering all the impending questions, even 60 years on, nobody knows for sure what caused the hikers' untimely deaths. But in the midst of it all, we have to ask the question: could they have interrupted a secret Soviet weapons test? On January the 27th, 1959, Igor Dyatlov, a 20-year-old radio science engineer from the Ural Polytechnic University, prepared to lead a 10-man expedition 190 miles into the vast and unforgiving trail of the Ural Mountains. The group consisted of 8 men and 2 women, all of whom were Grade 2 certified hikers and were set to achieve Grade 3 soon after, being the highest level of qualified expeditionary experience. They were set to brave harsh conditions, with temperatures along the route regularly falling to extreme lows of around minus 30 degrees Celsius. The group was set to resurface around February the 12th and would send a telegram confirming their well-being. On the day of the expedition, 10th member Yuri Yudin had to withdraw from the trip due to knee and joint problems, which would leave him unable to trek long distances, an injury he would soon come to thank the gods for. Dyatlov told Yudin that he expected to surface sometime after the 12th, believing that the expedition would take slightly longer than was expected, and so when no word was heard from the group on the day, people assumed they had been delayed. On the 20th, however, with 8 days passed and still no word from the hikers, the Ural Polytechnic Institute organised a search party to look for the missing hikers, fearing the worst. With no luck and unable to cover much meaningful ground, the military was
is what? Oh, here it is. Congratulations, you have ascended. Thank you for playing. Now we have to enter the final code, which is XXXIV, and that is Micropia. You have proven your worth once again. You have ascended. However, further ascension is always possible. If you do not wish to ascend further, your journey ends here, so please close this program by pressing Alt F4, selecting the No option above and selecting the Yes. You agree to participate further and grant us permissions to interact with your possessions. Would you like to participate? Yes. Over the following 2-week time period, we will attempt to interact with you and your possessions in several ways. Keep an eye out. As some of these ways may be subtle, others may not be. We will attempt to contact you directly, and if we do this, we will attempt to notify you of our presence using a keyword. If you still consent to participation, please select the Yes option above. Do you wish to participate? Yes. Please enter your address details now. Thank you, Mike. Enjoy the next 2 weeks and await instruction. Obviously, it sent no files at all because there's no network traffic occurring. And at this point, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know.
Don't let me into my zone. Don't let me into
Hey guys, Trip here. How did it come to this? What started as a lighthearted episode about secrets and mysteries in video games quickly devolved into a disturbing conspiracy. I intended for this video to be about our favorite myths, secrets, and Easter eggs, but my research led me down a surprisingly dark path. I'm honestly not sure if any of this is real, or if I'm simply losing my mind, but I think I may have discovered a cult. Let me slow down. In video games, a secret is an intentionally hidden piece of content. It can be a secret area, a hidden message, or even an entirely new section of the game that can only be unlocked under specific circumstances. I'm obsessed with these creepy, bizarrely detailed myths and secrets hidden in my favorite video games. Be it Fable, GTA, WoW, I'm a sucker for the mysterious secrets developers leave behind. You may remember a fun little RPG called Kanye Quest, a free fan-made game where you play as Kanye West. In it, you're thrown into the future and have to save the world with the help of your fellow rappers. Well, you may also remember how, 2 years later, a post appeared on Pastebin describing some eerie secrets hidden within the game, including an early choice that breaks the fourth wall and reveals an entirely new section. According to the post, you can speak to an NPC early in the story who asks you what you want to do. You can type in whatever you want, and the NPC will confirm that she wants to do that too. Most players assumed that this was a lighthearted joke and moved on. But if you type in the word ascend, things get a bit weird. The game claims it only existed as a ploy for people to find this one secret, hinting at some sort of cult initiation and asking for all your personal information so you can be tested further. This series of events quickly became known as the Ascension ending. When this was discovered, people flipped out, looking at the game with new eyes, trying to figure out what this all meant. Obviously, it's meant to lead to some sort of secret ending, but why hide it so deeply? Is there more to find? Is this just another creepy video game secret? Or was this game truly created by some sort of cult? Well, like most things on the internet, the hype died down, and after a month or so, people went on with their lives. But every now and then, I like to check online to see if anything ever came of this. Well, a few weeks ago, I decided to dig a little deeper into the mystery, and what I found both excited and terrified me. So what the hell is happening in Kanye Quest? Is there more to this game than meets the eye, or is it just a fun little RPG with a dark sense of humor? Well, let's take a look. Like I said, this is originally going to be a general episode about video game secrets. I only intended for Kanye Quest to be a single example, but my investigation into the game is what threw this entire episode off the rails. Before I delved deeper into Kanye Quest, I had to verify that this Ascension ending was even real. I was attempting to get a copy of the game from the official website when I noticed the download link was broken. Not only that, but according to some of the articles I found, no one's heard a peep from these developers in years. Well, I later found out that this wasn't entirely true, but we'll get to that later. Now, I wasn't too bummed that the link was broken. It's nearly impossible for anything free and remotely popular to just disappear from the internet. There's always some breadcrumbs you can follow to find what you need. But every link I found on every site, forum, and dark corner of the internet was broken. This game had essentially vanished from the web. It took me stumbling across one of the few videos showcasing the secret ending to get a copy from someone in the comments who still had his. And as a little gift, I'm putting a link to the download in the description below. This game isn't lost anymore. Merry Christmas, let's join a cult. So let's address the elephant in the room. Is the Ascension ending real? Yeah. I followed the steps listed in the Pastebin post and it worked exactly as described. If you tell the NPC you want to ascend, the screen goes white, you transform into a butterfly, and you suddenly find yourself in a floating space pyramid. The game reveals itself to be a ploy, existing only to lead people to this specific place. The game claims it wants to teach you something beneficial, and you have to sign an agreement stating you won't share this information with anyone. Your goal is to reach the top of the pyramid, and the only way to do that is to dig into the game's code and find passwords for each of the computers in the room. Once you reach the top of the pyramid, the game asks you to take things a step further, sending off your personal information and allowing unknown entities to continue testing you. So now that we've confirmed that this is real, what do we make of it? Well, I should note that I'm a skeptic by nature. I consider myself open-minded, but I assume the mundane until proven otherwise. This whole Ascension nonsense could easily be an alternate reality game, or ARG. ARGs are games or narratives that blur the lines between fiction and reality. They often extend beyond the bounds of their primary medium and into clues found in real-world locations, computer code, or seemingly unrelated websites. You'd be surprised at just how deep some of these things go. The YouTuber Nightmind talks a lot about ARGs. Check out his channel if you want to know more. I'll leave a link in the description. So my point is, no matter how real the following things look, we can't discount the possibility that everything we find is part of an elaborate game. So what did we find? Well, first off, this Ascensionism cult might be a real thing. I can't find any articles on it without reference to Kanye Quest, but they seem to have existed since 2006 and actually have a habit of using pop culture as a recruiting tool. I found blog posts criticizing the cult, a blog that seems to be written by a member, and of course the original Pastebin text that started all this. But strangely, I couldn't find a Wikipedia article on them, or any official, credible record of their existence before the making of Kanye Quest. But putting that aside, what do these guys believe? Well, according to the manifesto I found online, it's hard to say. I don't know if this is written by a junior member of the cult or just a teenager trying to look edgy, but it's extremely hard to follow. If you're trying to recruit me into a cult, you gotta ease me into the crazy shit, or at least explain it better. Every line seems to contradict the previous one. Major beliefs seem to be forgotten or reversed in the next paragraph. This is either pure insanity or their alien overlord is just on a whole nother wavelength. So from what I could piece together, the Ascensionism cult believes in reincarnation. Sounds normal enough so far. They believe your soul only stops reincarnating when it's satisfied with the lives you've led, at which point it's broken down to create new souls. Sort of a nirvana type thing. They believe that everything that will ever happen to you in your life was decided upon by your soul before you were born. Therefore, they believe any actions or crimes you commit, or are committed against you, are morally neutral because the souls were literally asking for it. They believe that the only morality that exists is between you and your soul. Contradicting their previous statement, they also believe every good or evil action you commit matters somehow. They believe cloning splits up your soul, and that society is being controlled by a cabal of ancient, immortal clones that hide in plain sight within the highest echelons of government. This shit went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. So I think it's fair to say these guys are psychotic, but they may have a greater presence on the internet than we think. After a bit more research, I quickly discovered that Kanye Quest wasn't their only project. These people actually have a record label where they post music that ranges from normal to what I can only describe as brain rape. This channel appeared in 2013, the same year Kanye Quest was released. Either they had a lot of projects on their plate that year, or the entire existence of this supposed cult is tied to the game. But if you can believe it, the rabbit hole goes even deeper. I found an old thread on Unfiction full of people trying to investigate the Ascension ending. This thread goes on for 70 pages over the course of several years. I just barely scratched the surface of this mystery, but these guys are committed to figuring this shit out. I'll leave a link in the description. But the main takeaway from this thread is that the developers of the game are still active. They've been leaving clues behind, sending links to private videos, coded messages, and even maintaining a Twitter account. Yeah, these guys have a Twitter account. Let's talk about that. It's pretty much exactly what I expected. Most of it seems like gibberish, but if you go back a few years, you start to see these bizarre references to kidnappings and Hornet attacks in China. But the strangest thing about this Twitter account is that it's still active. Since 2013, this account has been broadcasting a new piece of madness every single day. Clearly it's just a bot generating these tweets, but it still begs the question, why? Honestly, that's a question I keep coming back to. After dozens of sleepless hours trying to dissect the game and the circumstances surrounding it, I've only managed to confuse myself. But one thing is clear, whatever is happening is still going on. As far as I'm concerned, there are only two credible explanations for everything surrounding Kanye Quest. The first is that everything is real. Kanye Quest was created by a New Age cult as part of a strategy to recruit people through pop culture. The cult is leaving behind clues on Twitter, YouTube, and elsewhere in order to test us somehow. My other theory is that everything is part of an extremely elaborate, complex arc that's been in the making since at least 2013. All the blog posts, the YouTube channel, the Twitter account, everything was made by the developers of this game in order to make the cult look legitimate. It's even likely the developers wrote the Pastebin post after no one discovered the Ascension ending on their own, and used that to kickstart the ARG. The major problem with the latter theory is that some of the blogs talking about the cult have existed for years and have talked about a variety of things. Is it crazier to think everyone referencing the cult is in on the joke, or that the cult actually exists? Regardless of the truth, this took an incredible amount of work and years of planning. The idea that all these clues were planted by the developers is almost as insane as it all being real. This episode has left me exhausted. I want to go further with this mystery, but I can't do it alone. I'm giving you guys all the information I have and all the tools you need to keep So, my name is Trip. Hey guys, Trip here with an update on Kanye Quest. Ever since I made this episode, you guys have picked up where I left off. I've been getting emails, DMs on Twitter, and messages on Reddit all about what you guys have discovered about this game and the bizarre circumstances surrounding it. There's been a lot of buzz surrounding this video, and I wanted to share some of what we've learned since I uploaded it. Oh, and if you haven't seen the original episode on this bizarre piece of software, I'll leave a link in the description. A few weeks after I posted the episode, Redditor Veroix, fuck it, V sent me a message claiming he had actually gotten into a conversation with whomever is behind the Ascension Records Twitter account. He sent me screenshots verifying the conversation, and it left me even more confused than before. I'll leave a link to the full exchange, but put simply, V sent a message to the account and began receiving strange responses, similar to what had been happening to the people at Unfiction over the course of several years. The exchange was simply a series of emoticons, which I assume is meant to indicate some sort of puzzle. The only thing I can make out here is the hourglass, which is obviously telling us to wait for something. Honestly, I'm still just baffled that after all these years, this ARG or whatever it is still going. These symbols could be gibberish for all we know, but my curiosity is pushing me forward. I mentioned Nightmind in the last episode, the YouTuber whose job it is to decipher all sorts of ARGs and internet mysteries. I've tried getting in touch with him on this to no avail. If any of you guys can get this Kanye Quest insanity to his attention, we may be able to get to the bottom of this. I want to know what you guys think. Can you decipher any meaning from these symbols? What else have you discovered since I posted the first episode? Let me know in the bleep. I'm not even gonna bother. Hey guys, Trip here, and I don't know what to make of this. If you've been following the channel for a while, you'd know that every now and then I like to talk about this weird little game called Kanye Quest and the strange, bizarre, silly, and kind of creepy secrets that are hidden within that game. believe it or not, I get more requests to talk about this game than I do for anything else. I get DMs on Twitter, I get private messages on Reddit. Everywhere you can find Psycho Trip, I'm always getting people asking me, when are you going to talk about Kanye Quest? Well, I actually have been working on something kind of big and unique for the channel. I have been working on a collaboration project with two much bigger YouTubers who cover this sort of thing. And if that video isn't out by the time this video releases, then it will be out very soon. But yeah, so there's going to be more Kanye Quest stuff. You're going to be finding out more about what the hell is going on in this game, whether or not there's some creepy cult behind it, or if it's some elaborate prank. But in the meantime, while I was making this episode, some interesting things happened that are going to change the way we look at this game and the people we thought may have been behind it. Now, follow me here because this shit gets weird. Basically, I finally found out who was behind the Ascension Twitter account. You know, the weird record label that a lot of people, including myself, thought was somehow connected to the Kanye Quest game, or the people who made it. I finally found out the guy who was behind it, and I had a conversation with him. Yeah, after years and years and years of this strange Twitter account, which seemed to be run by a bot, just spewing out strange gibberish that kind of looked like code words or something, but I could never make any sense of them, and releasing strange images that were like the most obvious alternate reality game stuff I've ever seen. Either that or the most corny cult stuff I've ever seen. Just after years of every single day posting a new tweet that was complete gibberish, or posting some bizarre news article that was vaguely creepy, and all the while claiming to be a record label that hadn't produced a new song that I could find within 2 years, they got in contact with me. I decided to follow them on Twitter for whatever reason, because I thought, oh, I'm not following Ascend today. That's the name of their Twitter handle. Let me do that. I'm gonna start talking about Kanye Quest again. Let's see. Within seconds, they followed me back. Within less than a minute, they started talking to me. As far as I know, this is the first time they've actually broken character, per se, and spoken to anyone in a normal-ish way. So let's get to the heart of this. Who are these people, and what did we talk about? Remember in the Kanye Quest video when I mentioned a man named Nick Lyons? He's the guy who was doing all that weird music that I found with some sort of Ascension connection to it. That was, the stuff was created, at least the YouTube account was created in the same year as Kanye Quest, and with the Ascension theme connected to it, and the fact that the only stuff I could find on Ascension that wasn't related to Kanye Quest was from this guy. That's where I sort of got my connection between this record label, Ascension Records, which is apparently run by Nick Lyons, and Kanye Quest. So yeah, Nick Lyons is the guy behind the Ascension Records Twitter account, and I presumed Kanye Quest itself. According to Nick Lyons himself, that's not true. He claimed that he has nothing to do with Kanye Quest, and that was basically the only thing that he would tell me up front. And even then though, no, like if you look at some of this stuff, even then he was kind of vague about it. Like at first he didn't even want to, he just kept saying they were rumors and wouldn't say whether or not it was true. And it's the way that he's been responding to all this stuff that really throws me off even more. There's just this odd mixture of denial, taking offense, confusion, a seeming obliviousness to everything that's been going on for the past 5 years. All the people, not just me, who's been approaching them with, I'm sure, similar questions. How many of their followers on Twitter are only following them because they think this is part of the Kanye Quest ARG or whatever it is. There's just too much fishiness going on here. I honestly felt like, if you read through the conversation, which we're scrolling down now, I honestly felt like I was being gaslighted. You know, that whole thing where the person tries to make you seem like you're the crazy one, defying all logic and reality. Like this guy, it felt like this guy was trying to tell me that the sky was green when it was clearly blue, and I almost believed him. I kept waffling between kind of feeling bad for this guy, thinking that maybe this Ascension record thing that he runs just got caught up in the Kanye Quest hype and he's totally unrelated to it, and he's just now for some reason pushing back against it, and then coming back to reality and realizing that nothing he's saying makes any semblance of sense. Like, how do you reconcile, I guess this is what I'm trying to say, how do you reconcile your claim that you're just a regular record company that I guess just hasn't been active for 2 years until now with what you're seeing on your screen right now? Something here doesn't make sense. If we take Nick Lyons at his word, if none of this has anything to do with Kanye Quest, if they're completely oblivious to it, and if it was all just a coincidence, then what the hell is this? I can't make sense of this Ascension record shit, guys. If this isn't part of the Kanye Quest thing, then what is it? I'm not going to read out the whole conversation, but there's 3 things you should take away from this. 1, they refuse to give me a straight answer on anything. They keep claiming that I have the wrong idea about them, but they never give me a clear picture of the truth. I mean, they keep telling me that they're just a normal record label, but one look at their Twitter account would indicate that that can't be the case. Speaking of which, every time I ask them about the Twitter account, you know, the crazy gibberish they've been posting for 5 years, I get the same canned response. The tweets are, quote, for their followers, and I should ignore them. When I brought up the fact that I was following them on Twitter, therefore the tweets are for me as well, they never answered. Another strange thing is when I point blank asked them, is there some sort of spiritual component to what you're doing here? They outright refused to answer the question. It's one of the one straight answers I did get, in that it was very clear they did not want to give me an answer at all. The second takeaway is that they're feigning ignorance. Either that, or they're just outright refusing to tell me how much they know and why they know it. Because what it came across to for me during this conversation was that they don't seem to see the reason why so many people think something fishy is going on with these people. They don't seem to want to comprehend why somebody would see them as more than just a record label. Yet at the same time, they keep saying vague, bizarre things, like, again, talking about their followers. Like, at first I thought they were just talking about Twitter followers, but then once I referenced that I'm following them, they got all hush-hush. I mean, it almost feels like they're fucking with me. Like, they're asking me to come up with all of these weird explanations for the vagaries they keep spewing at me. But yeah, the level to which they are denying all this and trying to act oblivious despite all of the, I'm sure the vast majority of attention that these people have ever gotten has come from Kanye Quest, or people just in general thinking that there's something weird about these guys. I mean, just take a cursory look at their YouTube page or their Twitter account. Look at the comments that you see there. Look at some of the people who are following them and their own Twitter profiles. It's a lot of it are people who are in it for some sort of arg, or are making fun of them, or legitimately are saying, oh, I want to join your cult, or stuff like that. They can't not know that this has been going on, and if they do know, then they can't act like just now, just today, they've decided to set the record straight. Something's not right there. This brings me to my third and perhaps most unnerving takeaway from this conversation. They don't want this attention. So why is this weird? Well, if this were an ARG, this wouldn't be the case. ARG's alternate reality games, they run on the attention, both for, you know, the satisfaction of the person making them, and also just to keep them running. Interest needs to keep going for these interactive stories to progress in any way. So if anything, this kind of does add credence to what Nick is saying, that they're not related to any of this weird Kanye Quest stuff. But again, it just begs the question of why are they doing this? Why are they publicly putting this stuff on their Twitter account? Why have they been ignoring all of the people wondering who they are and why they're doing this until now? Most importantly, if this is just a record label, why haven't they made any music in the past 2 years? The only thing these people have produced is a series of questions and confusing pieces of gibberish that they throw out into the ether. Again, either they're fucking with us or something just doesn't add up. So what do we make of all this? Well, I have 3 theories about what might be going on with Ascension Records. Now I want you guys to take this stuff with a grain of salt because I don't want to get mixed up in any more potential confusion or misinformation that I may be accidentally spreading. So everything I say from this point on is just my own personal theories, and I'm going to try and show you my reasoning for how I come to these potential conclusions. First theory, they're lying and they want out. What I mean by that is maybe these people did have something to do with Kanye Quest. Maybe they developed it directly, or maybe it was some side project from an associate, or maybe they just got pulled into it tangentially and went along with the whole ARG, or whatever it is. They don't want to be a part of this anymore. That could possibly explain what's going on here. So let's say that the Twitter account has been run by a bot this whole time. Let's say that Ascension Records is a legitimate small-time record label, just an indie thing owned by Nick Lyons, and just a venue for him to create and publish his music. That's all he wants it to be at this point. That's my first theory. That whatever was going on with Kanye Quest, whether it was an ARG or something more, he doesn't want anything more to do with that. He just wants to rebrand Ascension Records, make it into a legitimate thing. He even kind of implied this towards the end of our conversation. He kind of, in so many words, said that he was going to try and rebrand some things to make sure that this confusion doesn't continue. So that's my first theory. I don't see many other ways you can reconcile what we've seen from the Twitter account so far with Nick's current behavior. If that's the case, then the Kanye Quest ARG is essentially done. It's done. It's over. It was an abandoned project that Nick wants nothing to do with anymore. Second theory. This is just a continuation of the ARG. Now, the more I think about it, the less I believe in this theory, but I thought I should mention it anyway before getting to the last one. I actually legitimately thought that's what was happening when this conversation first started. I mean, if you just look at how the conversation begins, it's vague, it's kind of, threatening in a silly way. That you're talking about videographic untruths. Who talks like that if they're not a part of a cult, for Christ's sake? Like, it just reeked of a story, an interesting story, but a story. And that's why I was kind of playing along at the beginning before I realized that this might be real and the person might be accusing me of spreading false information. That's why I was kind of being coy at the beginning, like, oh, define rumors and stuff like that, because I was playing along. So if this is the case, and this is all still part of some sort of Kanye Quest ARG, then I don't know what to make of this. This isn't very good work, because again, they're making it very clear they don't want this attention, or at least they're acting like they don't want attention. And the other reason why I don't really have that much credence in this theory anymore is because I don't want people to start harassing these guys in case they're legit and they really either have nothing to do with this, or they did and they don't want anything to do with it anymore. I don't want to even imply that I would want anybody to keep prodding them, keep asking them questions, at least not questions about Kanye Quest. Unless we find some proof that this is all a hoax, that they're lying to us and they really do have something to do with it. I don't want to encourage anybody to keep bothering them about that. I will say the other stuff that they're still doing, yeah, I think that's still fair game for us to ask them questions about, but I just wanted to make that part clear. But yeah, so that's the second theory, and again, in my head, I'm kind of going back and forth between not believing that at all to kind of being like, well, maybe, but no, for now, I'm leaning towards kind of nixing that theory, for now. Now, theory number 3 is honestly the one that I'm leaning towards the most, and it's kind of the most unnerving because I wanted this to just be an ARG. I mean, Like I said in the initial video, I was kind of leaning towards this being another alternate reality game, and I've always wanted to be a part of one of those. So that's one of the reasons why I've been so excited about this game and all the stuff that's been surrounding it. But if this isn't the case, if we take Nick at his word 100% completely, then this is even more fucked up and weird. What's going on with the Twitter account? What's going on with the music? What's going on with the images that they're releasing? What are these people doing if they have nothing to do with Kanye Quest? If the Ascension relation is either just a coincidence, or if the creators of Kanye Quest were trying to link themselves to this just to, you know, hop onto the hype of whatever's going on with this. But again, let's take Nick at his word and say that they're totally separate. What are they doing? I have no answer for that. And that freaks me out more than anything a cartoon RPG about a rapper saving the future ever could. So that's all I got for this one, guys. I just wanted to keep you updated on this because so many of you are interested in this. I love the energy you guys are giving me. You guys are pushing me to keep investigating this, to keep talking about this. I feel like a game archaeologist whenever this whole Kanye Quest thing comes up, you know, digging through articles and digging through code, and it's really fun for me, and I love this sort of thing. And by the way, while I've got you here, if any of you guys know any other games that are like this, that have these kind of weird ARG stuff behind it, please let me know, because I love this shit. I love that you guys love this shit, and I would love to do a lot more videos like this, because this channel, it's all about taking games too seriously in a certain sense, and what fits that ethos more than spending 20 minutes sounding like a conspiracy theorist trying to decode a game like Kanye Quest. So yeah, just if you see any more games like this, keep in touch with me. You know, you can find me on Reddit, you can find me on Twitter pretty easily. I always try to answer you guys, even in the comments, I always try to answer you guys. And let's see, with of every per se and spoken to
Oh, Mom.
Don't die again, okay?
I'll be back.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Mika.
Spell click.
Yes, Sam from the C1997 YouTube channel. You showbird.
Komt een beetje ver, weet je wel.
Go, go.
Oh, yes! Oh!
Tässä.
Oikeesti.
Sen pitäisi olla siellä. Se epic.
Taikuri Lukkinen. Luikuri Tappo.
Droppi. GG!
GG! Hyvä! Nice.
Ai vittu, mun rintaa polttaa.
Mulla oli aika kringevertsi reaktio. Siis oli ihan järkevää just tuolla aktiivilla mennä katsomaan screensia.
Tässä.
Oikeesti.
Sen pitäisi olla siellä. Se epic.
Can you hear? 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 Can Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear my voice? Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear my voice? Coming through, coming through, coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't find a
Alright, Mike's back on. The reason this level is difficult is not because of the reason it's a medium demon isn't because of the speed or gameplay. It's because of the decoration. It makes it super hard to see. And yeah, basically it's the gameplay and decoration. It is the gameplay actually. Because yeah, you know what I mean. This entire level is a 0.5 speed. There is her way. You have to avoid the speed changes, otherwise you lose from them. Come on. I love the song though. This song's great. We'll do it at 30, so I go immediately because that'll be past my score, I guess. 32 is my score so far. Yeah, Rob was drunk and rated these levels. Definitely. Like, alright, let me just show you all these levels. Let me just show you. So, this is an Insane Demon, right? Is it really an Insane Demon? I don't think so. Let me just show you how easy this level is. Boom! I'm just kidding. It's supposed to jump right here. Yeah, this level. I can already tell you right now, this level actually is Insane Demon, by the way. I'm just joking around. This is the actual song for it, but it's banned, so no, can't do it. And then this level says it's harder, but this is not a hard level. This is like, let me just show you how difficult. The first jump. This level is not harder. I don't know, Rob, what I was thinking. I'm glad it's all featured, but it's not the right type of feature. It's, oh my gosh. I know enemy features didn't exist back then, but no, it's not feature worthy, I know that for a fact. But these levels are not harder, insane, or anything like that. Definitely not harder, oh my gosh. And this is Dubcore, and I already showed you this, so I'll show you again. It's such a good level. The deco is trash because it was a 1.9 level, and this is a core level. It's highly relevant on... Core levels are relevant on decoration. Horrible decoration, but decoration nonetheless. And by the way, these are the first core levels ever invented. But Jack created the core level series, and that's why it's a big deal. Glowy is a core level. You can tell by the amount of decoration it has. It's actually a core level. And Extreme Demon core level with over the amount of with 300,000 objects. First core level will do that. And then this is Deathcore. Alright, this level is just this level is good, yeah? But it's not insane. I don't know what I'm thinking. The range is insane. Oh my gosh, wait. My bad. Nice. This right here is actually a medium demon level right here. Alright, so just to tell you, this Deathcore is a medium demon. Dubcore is a medium demon. Emocore is an easy demon. Grindcore is an easy demon. Apiccore, insane demon. Metalcore, easy demon. Therium EX version 2, medium demon, that's correct. Bajaco's Cosmos, insane 9 stars. Future Demoness, extreme demon. Transcore. Why is this exist? This is not... Insane Demon. Transcore is an insane demon. Let me just show you how horrible... We can't play the song by the way, it's banned, I forgot. Let me just show you how bad, how horrible the gameplay of this level is. And show you how insane demon this level is. This is like, I just don't. Why? What was RobTop thinking when he rated these levels? These ratings. This is. Look at that. No, forget that. All these levels. Look at these. These are all hard demons, right? No, these are all hard demons right here. These are correct. Yeah, these are all correct. This definitely medium demon. These, however, are not. These are extreme demons right here. They may got nerfed, and that's why they think it's same demon, but it's not. These are extreme demons, without a doubt. This, yeah, it's a hard demon. That's correct. A lot of these had really poorly placed they didn't get the right ratings they deserved or whatever. They're still featured on star ratings. I'm glad they are. They deserve that to be featured star rated. Actually, let's go to the comments. Let me just show you all these people. Like, look, the first comment. Wait, 1, 2, 3. The fourth comment I see says looks like more like a hard demon. It's not. It's actually a medium demon, but actually, no, sorry. Yeah, it is a hard demon. Yeah, it's a hard demon. He's correct. He is correct. Just this part is like, I don't know what I was thinking running this. Yeah, this is easy, man. This is pretty easy, actually. Okay, I got Shan. I love this level though. Alright, see ya, derp. Yeah.
Bye.